love Islam. I 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 love Islam.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen amma ba'd fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim bismillahir rahmanir rahim as-salatu wa salamu alayka ya Rasulallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah as-salatu wa salamu alayka ya Nabiyallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Nur Allah. My dear brothers and viewers of I Love Islam, welcome back. And you're watching this program. I want to request you to please make sure you watch this program till the end, because today we have some exciting segments, very beautiful topic to discuss, and also we've got a guest, Nat Khan. Who that is, you're gonna find out very soon, inshallah azza wa jal. But until then, should we move on to our first segment? But hold on, before we move on to our first segment, we need to know something. What is it? Have you phoned your friends? Have you told them? Why don't you ring them and tell them I Love Islam program is right now, it's live? Why don't you tell them and get them to turn it on as well, so they can watch it as well, so they could benefit? Those who are watching through social media as well, share this link with other people so they can benefit as well. Alhamdulillah, we have a very beautiful topic, an important topic. Today, I'm going to discuss something. What is it? Well, I'm not going to tell you right now. We're going to tell you on the other side of the segment. It's called Story Time.
I love Islam. I love Islam. I love Islam. 14.
And today we have a beautiful topic that we are going to be discussing, and that is the great prophet of Allah Ta'ala, Sayyiduna Ibrahim alayhi salam, and the sacrifice. And if I was to give you a different title of this story, it's a dialogue between father and son. So we're going to talk about father and son today. Who is the father? The honorable, the great prophet of Allah, who is known as Khalilullah, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. And who is the son? It's the son of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, and his name is Sayyiduna Ismail alayhi salam. So we are going to talk about this historical event that took place around 5,000 years ago. And even today, whenever you read it, it moves your heart. Sometimes, in fact, many times when you read this, tears start flowing and you think, wow, how could this even happen? How can this type of discussion even take place? That's type of the story, the event that we are going to talk about today. So let me take you all the way back. It was the 8th night of Dhul Hijjah. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, he had a dream. And in this dream, he heard someone saying that Allah Azza wa Jal has ordered you to slaughter your son. Allahu Akbar. Can you believe it? In the dream, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam heard this message. Indeed, Allah Azza wa Jal has ordered you to slaughter your son. Allahu Akbar. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, from morning till evening, throughout the day, he spent the whole day contemplating, pondering upon what could this mean? What could this mean? What is this dream all about? So he spent the whole day thinking about this dream. What could it be? Is this dream from Allah? Is this a message? Is this a revelation from Allah? Or could it be from shaitan? So Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam spent the whole day from morning till evening thinking about this. What could these words mean? And Because Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam spent this day, the 8th day of Dhul Hijjah, contemplating. This day is known as the Yawmut Tarwiyah, which means the day of contemplation. So 8th of Dhul Hijjah is known as the day of contemplation. Now, the 9th night, the following night, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam had the same dream again. This time, he was convinced that this message is from Allah. This is a command from Allah. And because Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam became aware that this message is from, because he's a prophet of Allah, and he knew this is not an ordinary command. This is something very special, something huge. It's a test from Allah Ta'ala. And he knew it's from Allah. So because he recognized this day, the 9th of Dhul Hijjah, is known as Yawmul Arafah. Yawmul Arafah, the day of recognition. So 9th of Dhul Hijjah is known as the day of recognition, because he became aware that this is the command of Allah Ta'ala. After this, on the 3rd night, on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, he had the same dream again. Now this time, he made a firm intention that I will go and sacrifice my son for Allah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. This 10th day is known as Yawmun Nahr. Yawmun Nahr, the day of slaughter, the day of sacrifice. So Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, he's firm, he's made the intention that I'm going to go and I'm going to slaughter my son in the way of Allah. Allahu Akbar. Acting upon the order of Allah Azza wa Jal, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam took his beloved son, Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam, who was only 7, or according to one report, 13, or to some reports, to slightly over 13. So he was either a child or a teenager. He was young. The father, honorable father, took his son and he walked on to act upon this mission. On the way, Shaitan, he came in the court of Ibrahim alayhi salam in a human form, and he said, "Oh Ibrahim, where do you intend to go? Oh Ibrahim, where are you going?" And Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam said that I'm going to do something, I'm going somewhere. Like the way we would say, I'm going somewhere. So I'm going to do some piece of work. Sayyidina Ibrahim, and on this Shaitan provoked, and he said, "Are you going to slaughter your son?" Now Shaitan was playing a trick. He was trying to make him feel emotional and to stay away from acting upon the command of Allah. But Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, he is a great and mighty prophet of Allah Ta'ala. He replied to the Shaitan, "Have you ever seen a father slaughtering his son?" Shaitan said, "Yes, I see you, because you are going for the very same purpose. Have you assumed that Allah Azza wa Jal has ordered you to do so? Do you think that Allah has ordered you to do this?" Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam replied, "If Allah Azza wa Jal has ordered me to do this, then I will certainly obey him." So up to this point, you can see Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was very firm. He was strong in his intentions. Whatever Shaitan put forward, Ibrahim alayhi salam threw it back. Disappointed, Shaitan then came to the honorable mother of Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam, Sayyidah Hajira radiyallahu ta'ala anha, and asked, "Where is Ibrahim taking your son? Where is your husband taking your son?" She radiallahu ta'ala anha replied, he has gone to do some work. He's taken my son to do some work. Shaitan said, he has taken your son to slaughter him. Can you believe it? Shaitan is making the mother feel emotional and making her feel scared. And the mother, Sayyidah Hajira radiallahu ta'ala anha, she asked, have you ever seen a father slaughtering his son? As if, how could this ever be possible? This can't even happen. Shaitan said, he has assumed that Allah Azza wa Jal has ordered him to do this. So that's the reason why your husband has gone with this mission. Listening to this, Sayyidatuna Hajira radiallahu ta'ala anha, she responded, if this is true, if this is command from Allah Azza wa Jal, then he alayhi salam is going to do something very good by obeying Allah. Allahu Akbar. Even the mother, subhanallah, look how strong she was, how content she was, subhanallah. This trick didn't work here as well. Then Shaitan thought, look, I went to the father, I went to the mother, it's not working. Now he decided, he came to the son to play the same trick. And he said similar words. And the son, Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam, replied, if my father is taking me with him to slaughter me in order to carry out the hukum, the order of Allah Azza wa Jal, then he is doing something very good. Even the son was so proud. He was content. He was not scared. He was not worried. Allahu Akbar, what's going on? The father, the son, the mother, all of these great people, they were being tested by Allah Ta'ala, and they were all being so strong and firm. Subhanallah. When Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, along with his son Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam, reached the mountain, he alayhi salam informed his son the order of Allah. So now Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam thought, I need to make my son aware about what I'm going to do, so it doesn't just come as a shock. And subhanallah, this dialogue, this conversation that took place between the father and the son, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam and Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam, this has been recorded and preserved in the glorious Quran. Subhanallah, just imagine how special these words would be. That Allah Pak loves these words so much, this communication, this conversation between father and son, that these are being preserved forever in the glorious Quran. Subhanallah. It is mentioned in the Quran, this is Surah Safat, verse number 102. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam is talking to his son. He says, Ya bunayya inni ara fil manami anni adhbahuka fanzur madha tara. O my son, I have seen a dream that I am sacrificing you. Now consider what your opinion is. Allahu Akbar. The father has spoken to his son. He's made him aware about this secret. Oh son, I have been ordered to sacrifice you. I'm going to slaughter you. Just imagine, like if any son was to hear this, he'll be scared. He'll be thinking, Dad, what's wrong with you? So generally, in our culture, if this was happen, this is beyond us. The son will not take this. He will go crazy. He will run away. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, he made his son aware of this, and then he also asked him, what do you think? What's your opinion? Listening to this unique and obedient son, Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam replies, Ya aba tif'al ma tu'maru satajiduni insha'Allah minas sabirin. O my father, do as you're commanded. Allah willing, you will find me the patient one. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Dear children, did you just hear that Sayyiduna Ismail alayhi salam said to the father, Dad, father, do as you are commanded. Allah willing, you will find me the patient one. I'm with your decision. I won't run away. I'll be patient. I'll remain firm. So the son is, supporting the father in this. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. What's going on here? All those who are watching this program today, can you even imagine? First, how can a father even talk like this to the front of the son? Secondly, just look at the reply of the son. It's mind-blowing. Allahu Akbar, the son who is so mature and he knew it's a test from Allah Ta'ala. He is ready. If it's a command of Allah, there's no other option. There's no other decision. There's no other opinion. If Allah Azza wa Jalla has ordered to do this, that's it, we do it. Simple. How good is our life if it's without being obedient to Allah? Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And it doesn't stop there. This conversation continues between father and son. And the more we discuss this, you will realize how deep this was. That the father and son were so content that this hukm, this order has come from Allah. And we will continue to act upon this. Subhanallah. Subhanallah, we've got a surprise guest coming through very soon. Subhanallah. Are we ready? We've got someone special joining us, mashallah. He's already in the studio and he will be reciting something. Subhanallah, are you all ready? And without any delay, should we go to the introduction? Come on then, let's see who's here with us in the studio. We have Abdullah. Are you okay?
Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal.
First tell me, where have you been hiding?
I've been at home basically, some problems sometimes, so I haven't made it sometimes, so yeah.
Well, I'm going to be very honest here. I've been missing you. MashaAllah, welcome back. MashaAllah, thank you for joining us today. May Allah Ta'ala bless you and accept your coming today. Today, inshallah, we're going to be listening to some of the kalams from you, inshallah, Azza wa Jal, as well. And today, I'm not going to delay this now. I can't wait. I know I've got a story to tell you, but I'll have to take a break. Let's listen to a naat by Abdullah so we can enlighten our hearts. We can enlighten our minds and we can listen to the praise of the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alaihi wasallam. But I'm going to leave it open to him. Let's see what he has, which kalam he wants to recite to us. Come on, Abdullah, it's all yours.
Sallallahu alayka ya Rasulullah wa sallam alayka نہیں سنتا ہی نہیں مانگنے والا تیرا میں تو مالک ہی کہوں گا کہ ہو مالک کے حبیب میں تو مالک ہی کہوں گا کہ ہو مالک کے حبیب یعنی محبوب محب میں نہیں میرا تیرا یعنی محبوب محب میں نہیں میرا تیرا واہ کیا جود و کرم ہے شہ بطحا تیرا نہیں سنتا ہی نہیں مانگنے والا تیرا ایک میں کیا میری عصیہ کی حقیقت کتنی ایک میں کیا میری عصیہ کی حقیقت کتنی مجھ سے 16 کو کافی ہے اشارہ تیرا مجھ سے 16 کو کافی ہے اشارہ تیرا واہ کیا جود و کرم ہے شہ بطحا تیرا نہیں سنتا ہی نہیں مانگنے والا تیرا تیری سرکار میں لاتا ہے رضا اس کو شفیع تیری سرکار میں لاتا ہے رضا اس کو شفیع جو میرا غوث ہے اور لاڈل بیٹا تیرا جو میرا غوث ہے اور لاڈل بیٹا تیرا واہ کیا جود و کرم ہے شہ بطحا تیرا نہیں سنتا ہی نہیں مانگنے والا تیرا
وعلى الحبيب صلى الله تعالى على Muhammad صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم. Subhanallah, that was awesome. Wow, mashallah. Abdullah, that was really nice. May Allah Ta'ala increase blessings in your voice and in your love for the Prophet Sallallahu Ta'ala. So that was amazing, mashallah. May Allah Ta'ala allow you to keep reciting the naats of the Prophet Sallallahu Ta'ala throughout your life, inshallah Azza wa Jal. Mashallah, well done. Okay, let's go to our story then. Today, alhamdulillah, we were talking about a very important and historical incident that took place. The dialogue between father and son. Sayyiduna Ibrahim alayhi salam, Sayyiduna Ismail alayhi salam. And just before this break, I explained to you that their conversation has been recorded and preserved in the glorious Quran. And I'm just going to read the translation to you again, then I'll continue that discussion. So this is the translation from the glorious Quran. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam is talking to his son. "Oh my son, I have seen a dream that I am sacrificing you. Now consider what is your opinion." And listening to this unique and obedient son, a very special person, he replies, Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam says to the father, "Oh my father, do as you are commanded. Allah willing, you will find me a patient one." Subhanallah. The son, Allahu Akbar, is giving comfort, is supporting his father. Allahu Akbar. And it does not stop there. In narrations, it is mentioned that Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam, he further said to his honorable father, he said, "Oh my father, tie me tightly with ropes before you slaughter me, so that I don't move. Because if I was to move, then the reward and the blessings may get reduced." He says that, "Please protect your clothes from the splashes of my blood, because my mother will get grieved if she sees it." Allahu Akbar. Come on, kids, try to understand. This is just beyond us. What type of discussion is happening here? Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam is talking to his father and he's saying that when you slaughter me, then make sure you protect your clothes, so the blood splashes don't go onto your clothes. And he says that, "Please sharpen the knife so that it runs properly over my throat, so that my throat gets cut immediately, because death is extremely difficult, it's painful. Make me lie on my front, placing my forehead over the ground, so that you can't see my face whilst you are slaughtering me." Allahu Akbar. Sayyidina Ismail knew this is not an ordinary task. It's going to be very hard and difficult for the father. As a human being, it's going to be difficult. So he said to the father, "Please, when you are about to slaughter me, make sure you put my face down, tie me with ropes, sharpen the knife, put me down, put my head down. And when you're about to slaughter me, make sure you turn your face away from me, and then you run the knife, because you won't be able to take this." And he further says, "When you go to my mother, when you go back, please give my shirt, this qameez of mine, to the mother. Whenever my mom, she will look at this, it will comfort her, it will help her with patience." Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. My dear viewers of Madani Channel, can you believe what type of discussion has just taken place? Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. It's just beyond us. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam is hearing this, and he says, "Oh my son, how helpful you are to me in carrying out the hukm, the order of Allah." Allahu Akbar. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam was a proud father. Subhanallah. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam tied his son as recommended by the son, made him lie on his front with his forehead placed over the ground, sharpened his knife, turned his eyes away, and ran the knife over the throat. Allahu Akbar. Can you believe it? The father has just run the knife across the throat of his own beloved son. Allahu Akbar. But the knife did not cut anything. The knife did not function. It didn't work. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. At that same moment, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam received a divine revelation, which is mentioned in the glorious Quran. We called to him, O Ibrahim, you have indeed made the dream come true. And this is how we reward the righteous ones. Indeed, this was a clear test. This was a clear test. We rescued him in exchange of a great sacrifice as a ransom. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Abdullah, did you hear what has just happened? The conversation that's taking place between father and son. And Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, he physically ran that knife across the neck of the son. But Allahu Akbar, the knife which wherever you hit it, it cuts. But the knife did not do its job. Can you believe it? It was a sharp knife, but it did not do its job. It didn't work because Allah Azza wa Jal didn't allow it to work. Allahu Akbar. After Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam made Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam lie on the ground to slaughter him, whilst this incident took place, whilst the running of knife across the neck took place, Allahu Akbar, the chief of angels, Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam, he was coming from Jannah, bringing a ram as a fidya in the place of Ismail alayhi salam by the order of Allah. Whilst he was coming and he observed that the father has gone and he's acted upon the dream. And he said from far, he said, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Listening to this, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam lifted his head towards the sky and he noticed that this test is now over. And with a relief on his tongue, he was delighted and he said, La ilaha illallahu wallahu akbar. When the son heard this, when he became aware, yes, this was a test from Allah and we protected. Now a ram has come from Jannah so that it can be slaughtered. Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam replied, Allahu Akbar walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar. Let's look at these words again. Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam said, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And Ibrahim alayhi salam said, La ilaha illallahu wallahu akbar. And then the son, Ismail alayhi salam said, Allahu Akbar walillahil hamd. These words that was said by these three noble, blessed personalities, the angel Jibreel, and then Prophet Ismail alayhi salam, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, these words were so accepted. Allah Azza wa Jal loves these words so much that Allah Azza wa Jal has made these words, Allah Azza wa Jal has made these words alive, protected, even today as well. The Sunnah of these great holy figures is still alive. Even now, millions of people every year, those who go to perform Hajj, they recite these kalimat. They recite these words. Not just those who go to perform Hajj, but those who are Muslims from all around the world, regardless of which country they live in. Those who perform namaz, who perform their salah with jama'at, especially from the Fajr of 9th of Dhul Hijjah all the way till 13th of Dhul Hijjah, the Asr of 13th of Dhul Hijjah. All them people who read namaz with jama'at, upon them it is wajib. It is necessary for them to say these words. This is known as takbir tashriq. Takbir tashriq. This is something that we read every year during the Eid time. Maybe you can remember from the last year. Every year we recite this. My dear brothers, and viewers of I Love Islam, today we had this opportunity to recall that great incident that took place. Today, every year, at the occasion of Eid al-Adha, Muslims from all around the world, millions and millions of Muslims, they remember this great sacrifice of Sayyidina Ibrahim al-Islam and the son Ismail al-Islam. And how do they remember this? By acting upon the beautiful ritual of performing Qurbani. It's that Eid where we perform Qurbani, we slaughter an animal. We do Nahr, we perform, we do the sacrifice of an animal, we do Qurbani. And on this occasion, I want everyone for a moment to take a pause. Just leave whatever you're doing. If you're eating something, you're drinking something, just leave it there. Just stop. Whatever you're doing, just stop and listen to this. From this whole incident, we have remembered the slaughtering of an animal. Every year we perform Qurbani, and we do it because it is the Sunnah of Prophet Ibrahim al-Islam. Yes, it is Sunnah of Prophet Ibrahim al-Islam, and we should continue to perform the Qurbani. However, what about the dialogue? What about the discussion that took place before the slaughtering? That is the real Qurbani. That is the real sacrifice that the father and son is going through. Allahu Akbar. There are so many important lessons that we learn from this great account, and every single person must ponder upon this. On the occasion of Eid al-Adha, we need to recall those moments and remember those moments and think, how did that even happen? And we need to take lessons, we need to reflect upon the whole story and take some important lessons for our life. And I'm going to shed some light towards some lessons that we can take away from this great incident, historical moment that we just heard today. One of the things that we learn from this great incident is when you have made a firm intention to perform a good act. You made the intention, you made the niyat. For example, you made the intention to do hifz. Now you made the niyat to do hifz. You made a niyat that you're going to do the alim program. You made the niyat, you made the intention to travel on Madani Qafila. You made this intention that you're going to perform 2 nafal salah. You're going to give sadaqah. You're going to give some money to the masjid. You made a good intention. If you have, then be firm, be strong, and make sure you complete that task as well. Because Prophet Ibrahim al-Islam, when he made the firm intention of acting upon the dream, what he could do as a human being, he did that. The rest was beyond him. As a human, what he could do, he did that. He got his son there, he got him on board, and he ran the knife. That's what he could do. He went beyond the limits, and he did that. From here we learn that if you make a good intention, don't just leave it halfway, because you're doing it for the pleasure of Allah. Make sure you complete it. Be the finisher. Don't be a person who just leaves it halfway and runs away. No, finish it off. Cross the boundary line. Another beautiful lesson for us to reflect upon is that for those who are elders who are watching this program, Prophet Ibrahim al-Islam, he spoke to the son. He made him aware of his decision. He had made the decision in his mind. There was no second opinion about this. However, he wanted his son to be on board as well. So he took opinion from his son. Oh my son, I had a dream. In my dream, I was told to sacrifice you. What do you think about this? That means that if there's something important that you're about to do as a family, as a father, as a mother, you're about to make an important decision that could matter to other people, that could matter to your children, then get them on board. Those who are managers, those who are leaders, those who are nigran, who have some form of responsibility, those who are under you, get them on board. Take advice from them. Even though you concluded, you made a decision in your mind, even then, talk to your team, talk to those who are under you, and get them on board. Take the advice from them. If you were to take advice from them, to take opinion from them, inshallah, they will feel so happy about you. They will appreciate this. They will be so happy, they'll be proud that you valued them. So all the parents who are watching this, if you want to, for sometimes you want to take your children for a trip, yeah? Before you decide the trip, why don't you get opinion from your children and make them part of the decision? Inshallah, you will have blessings in the work. Inshallah Azza wa Jal. Another beautiful lesson we learn from this great historical event is that when you are traveling in the way of Allah, Shaitan will put so many hurdles. He'll play tricks. He'll put so many traps in front of you, but you have to conquer them. You'll have to find a way out. You'll have to avoid it. You'll have to be firm. You'll have to be strong. Shaitan will attack you from right, left, different parts, from behind, from the front. But you will need to be strong. Recite A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim. Recite A'udhu Billah. Recite La Hawla Wa La Quwwata Illa Billah. Yeah, be firm. Read Ayatul Kursi. Be firm and make sure you continue. Whatever happens, don't stop away. Those who are doing hifz, those who are memorizing Quran, those who are doing the Alim program, Shaitan will come and he will put traps in front of you, make you feel like so hard, it's so difficult. Oh, I can't do this. It's too hard. Or if I wasn't doing this, I could have been playing, I could be doing so many other beautiful things. Shaitan teases you, he distracts you, he turns your attention away from the bigger goals. And you have to be strong, you have to be firm, you need to fight the shaitan all the way. And you need to make sure you perform the beautiful acts. Do good things in life, inshallah Azza wa Jal. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. There are so many things to talk about, but I'm going to leave it to this. I want you to reflect upon this great story and take lessons. As time is moving swiftly, we have a few more segments to cover as well. Now it's time to move on to our next segment, which is called Sunnah Lifestyle.
I love Islam. I love Islam. I love Islam. 14.
Sunnah Lifestyle. This segment is all about living our life according to the beautiful teachings of the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam. And today, inshallah, we'll be talking about hairstyles, Sunnah hairstyle. When we go to our barbers for the haircut, we need to remember that we need to ask ourselves, the haircut I want, is it according to the teachings of Islam? Is it according to the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? That's something to keep in mind. Are we just having a haircut because we've seen someone else got that same hairstyle? One of the beautiful haircut is having long hair. Okay, these are called zulfa in Urdu. Okay, having long hair. For the male, it is sunnah to have this sunnah hairstyle. And it is there's three different options. One is you can have your hair long up to halfway up to your ear, bottom of your earlobe, or you can have it below so that just is touching your shoulders. You can have this hairstyle. Why don't we have hair according to the teachings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? For ladies, it is important to have hair longer than the shoulders. Not short, like some people keep them really short, they cut them, don't they? We need to keep them long, past the shoulders at least. So Islam has given us a guideline how we should be cutting our hair, and it is important that we act upon this. You're going for a haircut anyway, but if you cut your hair according to the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, you'll get a reward, you'll get blessings, you'll get a haircut and you'll get thawab as well. What more do you want? Yeah, come on, please. If you think you can't keep long hair for now, you want to keep short hair, why don't you just keep the same number, just keep the same grade all the way around, and keep a decent haircut. Keep a haircut that people don't laugh at you, people don't take mickey of you, don't say things to you, because in general, keep a haircut which like good citizens, good people would have. Okay, have a nice haircut. Please consider this whilst you go to the barbers, inshallah azza wa jal. For now, look after yourself, make sure you be firm, reflect upon the story that we discussed today about Prophet Ismail al-Islam and the honorable father Sayyidina Ibrahim al-Islam, and try to take some lessons from it as well. For now, look after yourself, take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I love Islam.
I love Islam. I love Islam. I love Islam. I love Islam. I love Islam. I love Islam.